Star Citizen is a big game. Lots of places to go, lots of things to do, lots of careers to engage in. What's up, guys? Dimebot here, and today I'm going to be going over 6 things that I wish I knew when I started playing Star Citizen, specifically the 3.23 patch. So, let's go ahead and get started. First thing we want to talk about is walk speed. Now, for some reason, walk speed has been put on the scroll wheel. I know that when myself and my friends first loaded into 3.23, all of us were going, why are we walking so slow? It turns out if you scroll your mouse wheel up or down, you can increase or decrease your walking speed. Not really sure why they decided to do this, but yeah, go ahead and just scroll wheel all the way up and crank your walk speed so that you're not like you're walking through molasses everywhere. Next up, and I almost feel like this was a cheat, but I learned to fly in Star Citizen before 3.23, so this one took a little adjustment for me. Let's talk about master modes. These days, your ship has 2 modes that can be switched between by holding down B. This is the SCM mode and the nav mode. Basically, SCM is for anything that does not involve getting from point A to point B. While you are in SCM mode, you can scan, you can mine, you can salvage, you can dogfight. And if you need to go somewhere, you switch to nav mode. Nav mode is going to be your fast travel, your quantum drive spooled up, and you are moving at max speed. Now, you can turn off the quantum drive spooling by switching to nav flight if you want to. And as a noted caveat, when you switch to nav modes, your shield begins to drain until it drains to 0. Pop back to SCM and your shields will come back up and start recharging. They've done this to kind of separate flying super fast from being committed to dogfighting and other activities. I can't say that I dislike it. It makes sense. It just took some getting used to because that's not how the game worked when I first learned to fly in it, at least not this specific way. Next up, let's talk about the commons. Now, Lorville has one of these, and yeah, it kind of sucks. I prefer the one on Micro Attack. We're flying up to it right now. This is where you can go and land if you just want to hop out, run inside, and sell your stuff to the TDD or whatnot. You don't have to specifically land at the spaceport, hop in the train, and take it all the way over. You will be able to find it pretty easily. There are pretty much always other ships landed out here. You just get out, walk up the ramp, go in the doors, and take the elevators up. With the caveat that lately the elevators haven't been working about 75% of the time for me, which really does defeat the purpose, but when they're working, this is a whole lot easier than landing at the spaceport and riding a train over to the commons to sell your stuff. Then when you're done, you just go back down, walk out, and get back in your ship. As a bonus, there's a garage here where you can take out your ground vehicles. Speaking of, you can get ground vehicles out at the commons. You can also get them out over at the spaceport underneath the tubes, as you're seeing here. And also the one other spot I like to go to is HDMS Anderson. It's over by Hurston. You can simply land and walk over to the building by the pad and get out your vehicle of choice. So if you want to take your Ursa and cram it in the back of your Connie like I'm doing, this is how you do it. Next up, let's talk about different shops having different inventories. Now, I use Urkel for this, although Urkel is apparently not always accurate these days, but it will give you an idea if Dumper's Depot or Cousin Crow's is going to be carrying the item that you want, so that before you fly there in-game to try to upgrade to Rattlers that you're not going to be getting at Cousin Crow's, you can go on over to Dumper's Depot and get those instead, because if you look at Urkel, you'll know. So, different shops, different inventories. It makes sense. You just need to, keep in mind that you need to look out for it. Speaking of things like that, clicking on a place on the new map will show you the services that are available. The map is not 100% reliable in terms of working all the time, but in general, if you click on an icon for a city or landing spot on the map, the game will give you some idea of what services that place offers, be it a garage, hangars, that kind of thing. But, like I said, map's got some bugs, not 100% reliable right now in terms of it working properly, so until Sid gets that straightened out, just know that it's supposed to be there, but it doesn't always work right. And the last thing I want to cover is something that I've seen come up in chat a lot, particularly during Free Fly Week, which is what is the best way to make money? Now, objectively, yes, there's a best way to make money in the game. Subjectively, though, the best way to make money is the gameplay loop that you enjoy most. Some people enjoy mining, some people enjoy running freight. I particularly enjoy salvaging and bounty hunting. Combining the two can be a great way to make money. But don't let anybody squirrel you into saying that there is a best way to play the game, and that is how you have to play the game. The best way to play the game is the way that you enjoy playing the game the most. So, that'll do it today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, found it useful or helpful, hey, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you are here until the end, well, thank you for helping feed the algorithm with that delicious watch time. No, I'm not ashamed to say it. My name is Dimebot, and I'll see you guys next time.